Popular UK rapper and YouTuber Young Philly has been arrested on rape and assault charges in Australia. The internet personality born Andres Felipe Valencia Barrientos, 29, appeared in Perth Magistrates Court on Thursday charged with 3 counts of assault, occasioning bodily harm, and 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent. He has also been charged with 1 count of impeding another person's breathing or circulation by applying pressure to the neck. Mr. Barrientos is currently on tour in Australia. The alleged assault of a woman in her 20s took place on the 28th of September in a Perth hotel room after a performance at the nightclub Bar 120 on the 27th of September. He was arrested in Brisbane and extradited to Perth on Wednesday. He remains in custody.
I mean, some of these are just arrogance. Like, he goes here and, like, someone says, yes, he tried to make me and my friends guess how much money he makes yearly. And when we said we had boyfriends, he called us dead things anyways. So it was one of them ones where... But here's the one that really stood out to me. The way he was acting in Australia was outrageous. And then someone else replies, what happened? And then the original poster says, he bit my homegirl outside the club. Now, mind you, this is 4 or 5 months ago before any of this kind of stuff surfaced. And over the years, you know, there was talk of him being involved with an underage person. There's a lot of little things like that. And overall, the vibe that he gives off, as well as what people say about him, is he's a bit of a... I don't know if sex pest is the right term, but the dude is... he's
a sex pest. Sex.
You know what I mean? Somebody just be on it all the time.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I've heard that a few times.
But that's good.
And to be fair, now this makes a lot of sense to me because I've seen like podcast clips of him talking about how he talks to women really badly. And like for clarification, I didn't take anything to heart. I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, what a horrible guy. So we're like exchanging DMs back and forth. I was 20 at this point. Yeah, I was 20. And then he like finds my YouTube videos and he's like sending me pictures of myself in my videos, like telling me he didn't like what I was wearing or like he didn't like how I looked in that video. And then like I can't remember what I responded.
Not a crime. Fucking off, bro.
Isn't it weird?
Yo!
I've been doing this.
Not a crime. Not a crime. God damn.
Okay, hold on. Let's keep listening.
Yo, j'aime pas ce que tu portes là. Ferme ta gueule, G.
To a girl you're like chatting?
Girl,
That's so weird.
That's weirdo.
What I responded, but I like tried to just be like, oh, haha. And then he sent me like the most brutal message being like, look, you seem like a lovely girl, but like, honestly, I just could not be any less interested in you. So I'm not going to let you waste your time on this. And I was like, oh my
I bet you felt
God,
so humble.
I never wanted to show my face ever again. I was with Lewis in the car and I was like, what on earth? And I was like, why respond to me that? Like, why keep the conversation going with me then? Like, if you were just going to say that.
Okay, so basically he's acting like every people commenting on posts that you're like, well, why don't you just shut the fuck up then? He's acting like some people that are watching our videos and then commenting.
But when I told you this guy is very entitled and arrogant, and that's what people around him say, and this is what these people in the clips are saying, this is just a reflection of what happened. Right. Everything that I've been told before, I see videos of how he is behind. Like,
let's just say I had a girlfriend, hypothetically, yeah? And I know one of her biggest insecurities was her weight, yeah? And she showed me a red dress and she showed me a blue dress, yeah? I'm not saying this is good how I am. I need to work on it. She showed me a red dress and a blue dress. And I knew in the blue dress she looked a bit fat, but she really liked the red dress more. I would actually say to her, babe, you look a bit fat in that blue dress.
Right.
Because do you know what? Do you know why I would? Well, my train of thought. I do believe it's wrong though, but the only reason I'd say that is because I don't want her to now wear this one because she didn't hear her insecurity in that one. Do you get what I'm saying? Or maybe I just need to work on.
You're doing way too much to show someone's insecurity. You're doing way too much.
But does any of this mean he did that? There's a bit of social retardation when I see this guy. And just the way he behaves, it's just like, what's wrong with you? It's just sometimes I see people, I'm like, are you maladjusted? And then it makes sense to me why you would choke somebody out and then beat them after a show, even though you got all the money, you have access to all women who would do it with you consensually. It makes sense to me why you would force yourself on somebody, because you're just like a socially weird person. Like you are entitled and arrogant.
It's
It's
a power thing.
Yeah.
There's a power thing there.
Yeah.
There's definitely a way where he wants to have power over you, where I need to tell you your insecurities. No, especially if you didn't ask. Yeah, she asked which one is better. Well, answer the question. That one is better. You know what I mean? Not which one is better. You're ugly and fat in that one.
Thank you. There's just something off about it. To me, this is one of them situations where obviously this is going to be something that's going to be litigated in court, but as far as his career goes, it's done for.
I think
and there's no situation I've ever been in with a girl where I was just leaving bruises all over her body and all over her neck. That's not normal, even in a consensual situation. Someone you just met, for you to be out there, either you're one of the biggest dumb fucks I've ever met in my life, and you just leave random marks on women you barely know, okay, which is a crazy proposition, even in a consensual context, or you're just really just doing evil shit behind closed doors. But to me, it's one of them ones where it's like, if you're gonna be fucking fans on tour, you're gonna be doing this stuff, man, make sure everything is right. Because all you people are just out here just taking chances in front of cameras. Odds are very likely this guy did this stuff, and everybody I know who heard about this said he probably did it. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. When your friends are not coming to your defense, when nobody around you is,
silence radio.
The people you all came up with, some of them even going behind closed doors to say, "Yo, listen, stay away from this one. He might have really done it." That just don't speak well about you. No. It doesn't speak well about your relationships with people, and it doesn't speak well about how you're perceived by all the people around you. So that's where I stand with this.
If you gotta go on tour and sleep with these girls, don't.
Fucking groupies doesn't have to be a horrible thing. It's just
no, it's not.
You just can't be entitled. If just because she's a groupie, you know, if it comes to a point where she's in bed but she says no, then you just gotta let it go. There's gonna be another groupie at the next show.
That's a good bar. Yo, did you hear yourself?
No, but just there's gonna be a groupie at the next event. Like me finding out this dude's a sex pest, liking 15-year-old girls' pictures and stuff like that. It's just crazy. One of them situations where I'm like, why? There's so many people you got access to, but it's the entitlement. It's the same entitlement that makes them say all that foul shit to people. It's the same entitlement that makes them acting crazy to people. It's the same entitlement that makes them think you can be a famous person and just liking 15-year-old tweets. Or talking to 17-year-olds on a regular basis as a 30-year-old. Or, you know what I mean, just doing all this like gross shit where you're just sniffing with... It's the same thing. But this shit catches up with you eventually.